If you want to learn how to make a video like this, I'm about to show you what I do step by step as a full-time content creator. No holding back, this is the reality behind the scenes content. I start by prepping the area. So for this shot, I used my weighted blanket on the ground with the window behind me, and I used my tripod. I actually cover the legs with the blanket because sometimes it shows when I'm angled down. I grab a pillow for a backdrop and my go light, and I clean the lens always. And the reason I do all of this is if you look at my background, it's super busy, super distracting. You don't want that in your video. I'm just showing you guys because that's the reality. Back to the box. So I film outside of the box before I ever open it. I film some shots where I'm slowly opening it, some where everything is far away from the lens. I bring it close as if I'm zooming in, just for perspective shifts. I make sure all the labels are very clearly seen, and I do open everything pretty slowly. I film everything the box comes with, and I always make sure to get different angles of the product. And when I do that outside of the box, I always make sure that label is turned towards the camera. Usually it's not, so I kind of move it, put it back in, and then I do the big reveal of the product shot. As you can see here, it looks very clean whenever it's facing forward. And I continue to just shoot every step of everything, different angles. And then I wanted to show me actually using the product. So I just moved my go light and my tripod over to the mirror and I adjusted it. I didn't want to be fully face on, I wanted to be perspective in mirror, but I did move everything out of the frame that wasn't needing to be there. It just looked too busy. I use my hand as a focal point so that I know I'm in focus, and I put my face where my hand was, and I start filming the content. This, what you see right now, is an iPhone 7, but my camera, the iPhone 13, it's crazy the quality of color it picks up. It was unedited. Crazy. Like, as you can see, it just looks so beautiful in the actual camera. And then once I did those slow shots of using the product, I got ready because I wanted to end the video with me having my makeup done. And the next day I realized I wanted another shot against a blank wall of the product by itself. So I just had my hand in the white background and I did some zooming in, and then I used the dropper and I did some not zoomed in, and then I did some that was zoomed in, and I kind of just incorporated this and mixed it in with the other footage. As you will see, this is my editing process that I do step by step. And because I know I will be asked, this was all one single video clip, the unboxing. And then the one where I was against the wall, one single video clip that I edited down. The one where I was using the product, one clip. But the makeup one, I used that in 4 different videos. So that was several different ones. It was over the span of 2 hours. So I will explain that in a different video, but I know I will be asked, so there you go. So I showed you how to film it. This is how to edit it. I use the app InShot, and I bring my clips into the timeline in the app. From here, what you're going to do is start dragging away all of the clips you don't want to use. So I didn't know what song I was going to use at this point, but I knew there was unnecessary footage. So what I do is I split the footage I do want into its own clip, and then I drag and delete everything that I don't want. And I repeat this process the entire way through. I literally drag and delete, and then I split the ones I think would look good, whether that's like a stop motion technique or it's in an action or whatever. So it took me about 20 minutes total to go through all of the footage and trim it down to what I was envisioning for this video. So I went through and I watched it, and I made one final trim down to make it as short as possible, cutting all the fluff. Once I had it shortened, I went and I found a song in TikTok I wanted, and I screen recorded me playing that sound. And I always screen record with the name of the audio showing, so that is saved in my camera roll just in case. And then I go back to InShot and I copy the draft that I just made, and I do this because I do cross post and deliver content, and I don't always use the same song. So now I'm importing the music. You hit music, music, and then you're going to select extract audio from video. So from there, go to the screen recording that you just made, drag it to where the song actually starts, and what I typically do is I actually save the extracted audio just in case I want to use this for another video. I don't have to go screen record again, it's right there. I name it the title of the song in TikTok, and then I hit the check mark. And now I work on dragging the video clips to match the audio perfectly. And this is where you have creative freedom, make it as long or as short as you want. You have this as a drafted copy, so you can mess it up and then go back to the original one. And I typically make my cuts on beat with however fast or slow the song is. I like switching it up, and it's just really fun. So I watch it all the way through. I make sure that it's just on beat and there's no weird timing, and then I save 1080p 30 frames per second. I go back to TikTok, I hit use this sound, and then what I do is I turn off the original sound. You can also delete it in InShot, but I usually do whatever I remember to do. And then this is actually how that video came out.